My name is Austin Fry and I'm a Senior Customer Success Manager. I've been at FourKites for 5.5 years now. It'll be 6 this summer. Initially, it's my second job out of college. I've been working at a different company in supply chain. I had a lot of interest over here. Kind of the culture is really what brought me in, actually. I found FourKites on Built in Chicago and was really looking for a role at a company that felt like a family, or just like a young, fun vibe. And that's really what initially kind of piqued my interest. And then in researching the company more throughout the interview process and things like that, I kind of was like, I really hope I get this role, because it's definitely a place that I want to be. I think the value of one team has been consistent throughout. I started, it was a different time at FourKites, but it was a lot of hiring classes, right? And I kind of felt like a fish out of water, a little bit like high school to an extent, where you're like, what's going on? What do I do? And everyone was just so warm and welcoming, right? People had been in a similar boat recently when it comes to hiring processes, and helped you get up to speed and feel comfortable there. And throughout my time here, it's always felt like one team, because I, at least personally, am able to go to any department, any leader even, and feel like I'm going to be heard and helped, right? A lot of times you're not going just for a chat, you're going because the customer has a problem or something that we're trying to solve and work through, and there aren't the same roadblocks or kind of like gatekeepers that you'd see at other organizations. This is a team that we all want the whole org to be successful, and therefore we're all a lot more responsive, I think, to folks from other areas and maybe don't have a direct impact on your own role. You still want to help them out and see the success of them, their customers, and then our customers. Yeah, so I work with some of our largest food and beverage companies and ensuring that they're receiving value from the platform. I work with about 16 at the moment right now, and everyone's got a different kind of priority and initiative and thing that they work with, or that they're working on and want to prioritize, which is what I've always found to be really interesting about the role. Is it's a little bit like this one wants to do this stuff, and then the next one wants to do some other things, and that keeps the day different all of the time, which is fun. But then also you start to see those common threads between customers, and that's where it really kind of picks up and is a lot of fun, is going, this customer's not even thinking about this thing, but this other one's doing it successfully. How can I kind of bring that to them and go, here's this as additional value, or these other things that you're able to achieve utilizing our software that they maybe weren't thinking about beforehand because they purchased it for a different use case. And now as they've grown and expanded with FourKites, there's other use cases for it there maybe they just weren't as aware of. So I like seeing that kind of through line between different orgs, where it's like, oh, this is a problem these folks were having 2 years ago that they were trying to solve, and this is the 5 steps that we did, and now they've been super successful. How can we replicate that for other folks and get them thinking about this different aspect of their supply chain or their business that maybe they previously hadn't been working on? I'd say something that I've seen a lot recently, and something that we're thinking about a lot with ICT and things like that, is inbound visibility, and kind of going from a supplier all the way to the end destination, and then where it kind of goes in between. A common thread I've seen lately is a lot more folks being interested in getting their inbound. So whether we're doing that between mutual customers that FourKites has, or then their onboarding piece, to allow inbound visibility, that's where I've seen, at least with a lot of these food and beverage organizations, that they had not a lot of visibility into it. And it's not exactly what our solution was initially designed to do, right? It was more their own shipments. So being able to enable that for them, and the then inbound visibility they have for whether it's appointment scheduling or just dock planning, and make sure lines aren't going down, all these different things. That's something that I've been touching quite a bit lately. I think it's just kind of the logical step in our evolution, right? We've built over 10 years all of these data sets and databases and trends and all of these things that we're able to give visibility to, but I think a lot of times our customers weren't super comfortable or didn't know how to operationalize that information. And with ICT, we're going to be able to help provide that intelligence to them, where they can actually make real-time decisions and improve their supply chain there. And then I think the thing that everyone is the most excited about are our agents. The amount of customers that I've worked with already that are trialing Tracy, Sam, and some of these others that we're moving towards, getting rolled out throughout this year. A lot of buzz, a lot of excitement around those things. Was recently at a customer on site, and it basically went over. Over time, we didn't even get to cover half the stuff we wanted to because they just wanted to keep talking about Tracy and what they knew she would be able to do for them. And now we're in that pilot phase, and they're just jittery. They're so excited about it.